It helps us because, like, we learn the material.
Thank you. Any other points? What do you all think? Does homework help at all?
Yeah, because we'll remember it more easily if we're the ones that do it.
Very nice. You all are smart boys and girls. So I don't have to emphasize the importance of homework, correct? Okay. Now let's move on to verse 38. That's the verse that we are doing. Among all the different categories that Krishna has listed, himself being present and expanding, so that we know that Krishna is the cause of all causes. There is nothing in this creation that exists without Krishna. There is nothing in this creation that does not have Krishna as the basis. Even if you go to the solar system, what amazes us as about solar system? The planets moving in their own orbits. Did you all anyone anytime think that it's really amazing and really what is the word? That it's how do these planets move in their orbits? Did anybody think like that? What things in nature do you think of are wondrous for you, make you think this is wonderful? Anything in nature that you see is wonderful? Can you all tell me? Supreet, what makes you think this is amazing? How does it happen, or does it awestruck you?
When I see constellations or like constellations or waterfalls, like anything like that.
Waterfalls and constellations, I don't see. Can you see constellations with your naked eye?
Like sometimes if you go to if you use a telescope, you can see.
Oh, okay. And when you see that, you're thinking like, oh, how did awestruck? Is that the word, right word?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Supreet, what? No, sorry, Prajit, what amazes you?
Well, when it comes to nature, I think it's the Venus flytrap. I like that thing.
Oh
It's just,
yeah,
it kind of, when I first saw it, I was like, how can a plant just be eating like animals like that? It's kind of odd.
true.
I mean, think I know how it works now, but yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Those are carnivorous plants,
Mm-hmm.
right? They trap the insects inside and close the lid by itself. Is that the same
Right.
as pitcher plant, or is it
No,
different?
pitcher plant functions differently. They lure in their the flies by through from the sweet nectar that's in there, and then the flies drown in the nectar. That's the
Oh yeah,
difference.
pitcher plant has those pitchers, right?
Right.
It has a small lid. Yeah, I know Venus flytrap. Yeah, that's good. That's amazing, right? How those plants are created. Right, nice. Shloka, what amazes you in creation? The nature that you see, or in people, or what amazes you all? Now I know now you know I'll be calling out each one of your names. So you please plan and be ready to speak.
Like flowers.
Flowers. Oh yeah, flowers are so beautiful, especially in spring, just beginning all the trees with the blooms, and then you start seeing if you have any bulbs underneath the soil in your front yard or backyard. You see they're sprouting, and daffodils have already come out, and they're so beautiful, so intricate. If you look at the color combination, the symmetry, the way those petals are layered, it doesn't happen randomly, don't you think? Do you think it happens randomly? These flowers are created randomly, they just happen. There is no mastermind behind them. Do you all think like that? Okay. Yes, flowers is good example. Datri.
I think something is like amazing is like bioluminescence, when the when the ocean like lights up sometimes, or you can find that in like the environment. That's like very cool and you don't see it often.
I know. Have you seen it anytime, bioluminescence?
No,
I've
I
seen it.
haven't seen it.
I've seen it. It's on the ocean. Where did we see that? In Puerto Rico. When we went there, there was a ride where you go to this place where it's going to be bioluminescent, and it has to be in the dark. You have to go in the dark because that is only visible in the dark, right? So I was scared actually. What are these creatures which are making that light? But those are very tiny ones. It's an amazing experience, Gatri. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot that experience. Now it reminded me. We all went in these small boats, not even boats. I don't know what they're called, paddle boats or whatever. And then, yeah, these are rowboats, I think. Paddle boats or rowboats. Only two people can sit. My son and I were sitting, and my other son and my husband were sitting in the other one. And a group of people like that. You go there to the center of one area where so much of bioluminescence around. Just amazing. And it seems those animals or those tiny creatures create bioluminescence when they're afraid of things. Like if you splash the water more, then the bioluminescence becomes more because those creatures are getting scared and they start becoming bioluminescent to scare us away. That's amazing. Yes. Alia, what do you think is amazing to you?
I think that caves are amazing. Like,
Caves.
yeah, the stout, like how there can be like different like crystal formations made in caves and like like underground waterfalls and caves. I think.
Right. And when you said about caves, I remembered this pastime of Lord Krishna in chapter Canto 10 of Srimad Bhagavatam. There is a asura called Vyomasura. Does anybody know Vyomasura pastime? He hides inside the cave, right? There's a beautiful pastime, and that reminds me of that. And this called Gufa. In Hindi, it's called Gufa, right? Do you all know Hindi? Anybody? In Hindi, it's called Gufa. And Vyomasura hides inside that cave, and that cave is still there. If you go to Vrindavan, around Vrindavan, this whole Rajamandal, it's called Rajamandal. The area, the land in which Lord Krishna performed his pastimes is called Rajamandal. And this Rajamandal is made up of 12 forests. So Krishna, based on when he was born, and he moved, he first was born in one forest, and then forest meaning one area, and from there he was moved to another area, and then he goes to different areas to graze his cows and calves, and then as he grew up a little more, he goes further away and then performs these various pastimes. He kills Dhenukasura, the demon of the demon, which is like a donkey, the ass demon, and then he kills Bakhasura. He kills what is that? A snake demon? Anybody
Agasura.
remember? Huh?
Agasura.
Bakasura?
Agasura.
Aghasura. Yes, thank you. Aghasura is the snake demon. Then he also kills Trinavarta, Putana. So as he's performing these pastimes, all these pastimes are covered in these 12 forests. And this is called Rajamandal. And in one of these forests, while we're walking from one forest to another, we see this cave where where this Vyomasura lived. That's amazing. Yes. Anish, what amazes you?
For me, it's like the Northern Lights when you go like
Oh
to
yeah,
north.
Northern Lights. I've heard about it, but never saw. Did you see Anish?
I've never seen them.
Huh?
I've never seen them.
You've never seen them, but you saw maybe pictures, and that's where you were amazed.
Yeah.
That's also amazing creation by God, right? It's like illuminating the whole sky with beautiful colors, isn't it so? Yeah. I'm glad you all know so many amazing things in nature. Yes, then Chaitanya?
Well, a couple of days ago, I learned that like trees can communicate with each other, like under the ground through like it's like a complicated thing of like it's like a network of fungi
Mm-hmm.
like under and it like connects the trees at their roots and allows them to like communicate and they like send signals about like upcoming threats like droughts and like diseases and stuff. And
Wow.
it like allows trees to like alter their like behavior when they like receive the signal.
Wow. Nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
I
only
learned
know that. I only know that these tall trees, especially in the Muir Woods in California, the sequoia and all these trees. What are those trees in Muir Woods in California? These trees are called some trees. They go very tall. The redwood trees, maybe,
I think
right?
it's red oak.
Huh?
I think it's like the red oak or something.
Red oak. Okay. So they grow so tall, but how do they stay being so tall? Because underground, these roots of all the trees interconnect with each other and they support with each other. Because of the support beneath the ground that they have, they're able to stand tall. It's like the tallest trees are there, isn't it? The Sequoia National Forest, where the biggest and the tallest trees are there. And how are they able to stand so tall despite strong winds blowing? It's because they are underground, they're connected, interconnected through their roots. One tree's roots connect with the neighboring tree's roots, and they're like holding hand in hand, right? And then you're holding hand in hand, and it's more strength and power. That
Well,
talks about
it's like when they're like interconnected, they like tell each other about the problems, I guess. Well, it's not like that.
true.
Like droughts and like diseases and things like that. and it's kind of
Oh,
like a signal through fungi and like a network of fungi underground.
oh,
And
it's more
like
than what I'm thinking. Yes, that's good to know. I never knew about how they talk or this fungi helping in their communication. Thank you. Veda?
Um, I would say like underwater creatures and how they like communicate and like
Mm,
dolphins on how they use like communications like echolocation to talk to each other.
yeah, echolocation. That's a very wonderful thing. Even bats use echolocation, right? Do you all know that?
Yeah.
They're blind and they can only tell the distance based on the echoes. Nice point, Veda. Next, Nishka,
Probably the beach, like the
please.
waves and the beach, like the
Beach.
waves
Oh,
and the sounds, and it's like really pretty there, and I really like the beach. So
nice. So now each one of these things that amaze you in the creation is actually the doer or the cause of all those things is Lord Krishna. We should remember that, right? I mean, the humans cannot do those marvelous things. It's only because of Krishna. Now, moving on to today's verse, it's chapter 10, verse 38. Which page number is it in your book? Does anybody know? For me, it's 92.
92.
Huh?
92.
92. All right. So let's read the verse first and then quickly move on to the translation. Let's take turns. Sriman, repeat after me. Dandodamayatam
Dando damayatamasmi.
Nitirasmi jigishatam.
Nitirasmi jigishatam.
Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam.
Maunam chaivasmi guyanam.
Gnanam gnanavatamaham.
Nanam navana
Gnanam gnanavatamaham.
gnanam nam vatamaham.
Okay. Gnanam
Nanam
gnanavatam
nada vatam
aham.
aham.
Gnanam gnanavatamaham.
Nanam vatamaham.
Awesome. Good job. Go ahead and lead now.
Dando damayatamasmi.
Dando damayatamasmi.
Nitirasmi jigishatam.
Nitirasmi jigishatam.
Maunam chaivasmi guyanam.
Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam.
Jnanam nana vatamaham.
Nanam nanavatamaham. Dando damayatamasmi.
Damayatamasme.
Nitirasmi jigishatam.
Nitirasmi jigishitam.
Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam.
Maunam chaivasmi guyanam.
Nanam nanavatamaham.
Nanam nanavatamaham. Damayatamasme.
Dandodamayatamasmi.
Nitirasmi jigishitam.
Nitirasmi jigishatam.
Maunam chaivasmi guyanam.
Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam.
Nanam nanavatam aham.
Nanam gnanavatamaham. Dandodamayatamasmi.
Dando damayamasmi.
Nitirasmi jigishatam.
Nitirasmi jigishatam.
Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam.
Manam chaivasmi guyanam.
Gnanam gnanavatamaham.
Nanam nanavatamaham. Dando damayatamasmi.
Vandodamayatamashmi.
Nitirasmi jigishatam.
Nitirashmi jikishatam.
Maunam
Let's all
chaiv.
repeat while one person is leading and repeating. Let's all also read along with while we are on mute. Okay? That way we will be engaging in the class.
Maunam chaivasmi gunyanam.
Maunam chaivashmi gurnanam.
Guhyanam. Okay, this word, please be
Gurnanam.
careful. Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam.
Maunam chaivashmi
Guhyanam.
Gohyanam.
Nanam na navatamaham.
Nanam nanavatamaham. Vandotavatatam ashmi.
Dando, hold on, Alia. Dando damayatam asmi.
Dandotamayatam ashmi.
Tamaya-
Go ahead, that.
Tamayatamasmi.
Nityarashmi chikashritam.
Jigishatam.
Chihishatam.
Nitye asmi jigishatam.
Maunam chevashmi goyanam.
Onam chaivasmi guhyanam.
Nanam nanavatamaham.
Jnanam jnanavatamaham. Dandottamayatamasmi.
Tantotamayatamasmi.
Nitir asmi jigishatam.
Nityasmi chakishitam.
Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam.
Maunam chaivasmi guryanam.
Everyone, please. I don't see you all repeating, boys and girls. Please repeat.
Jnanam jnanavatamaham.
Jnanam jnanavatamaham. Dandodamayatamasmi. Dandodamayatamasmi.
Damayatam asmi.
Nityar asmi chikishatam. Nityar asmi chikishatam. Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam. Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam. Jnanam jnanavatamaham. Jnanam jnanavatamaham. Dandotamayatamasmi.
Dandodamayatam asmi.
Nitirasmi chikishatam.
Nitirashmi jigishatam.
Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam.
Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam.
Jnanam jnanavatamaham.
Jnanam jnanavatamaham. Dandodamayatam asmi.
Everyone done? Dando damayatam asmi.
Nitirashmi jigishatam.
Nitirasmi jigishatam.
Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam.
Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam.
Jnanam jnanavatamaham.
Gnanam gnanavatamaham. I'm going to read the translation now. First, let's try to understand what Krishna is telling. What categories is Krishna covering here? So he's telling among all means of okay, I want somebody to read the translation, please.
Among all means of suppressing lawlessness, I am punishment. And of those who seek victory, I am morality. Of secret things, I am silence. And of the wise, I am the wisdom.
Very nice. How many categories are we talking about today? 4. Very
4.
nice, Supreet. What are those 4? Can somebody tell me other than Supreet and Rajit?
Lawlessness, vic victory, secret things, and wisdom.
You're
Why?
almost right. First one you have to change. It's not lawlessness Krishna is talking about. What is he?
Or
Among?
suppressing lawlessness
No.
or punishment.
Yes. So among things that are lawless, Krishna is saying I'm punishment, because anything that is lawless, which does not follow law, has to be corrected. Yes or no? What do you all think? If somebody is not obedient, somebody is not following the rules, for us, and maybe in our home, we don't talk about law because law is something which is authoritative coming from the government. But every house also has house laws. Yes or no? House rules. Let's say house rules. Is everybody paying attention to me? I don't know. I can't tell if people are paying attention to me. Because the way you're looking at the screen, I feel like you're focusing on something else. Every one of us has house rules, right? And when we break the house rules, do we think it's okay to break the house rules and just keep going on? Why not? Why? What is there? Why should we have rules at home? Home is place where You're supposed to be having freedom where you can probably be doing anything and everything. So why do we need rules at home?
Because
Yes, Tanya?
because if there's not rules, then like you won't like live in order, and then you can like there's not gonna be any like discipline, and
There's
it's
not going to be discipline. There's not going to be order. And that, for example, I can get up anytime. I can just eat whatever. I don't have to clean up my room or clean up the house. I don't have to study. These are all rules that I might put for myself if I'm not put, if we don't have house rules from authority. Who are the authority for us at home? Anish?
Always be our parents.
Our parents. So do you think we should be following the house rules established by our parents?
yeah.
And if we don't, for some reason, what should happen? Suppose, let's say you are a parent, or you're an adult, or you are a caretaker of somebody, a child maybe. Now you're all a middle and high schooler, so you're old enough to understand this. Maybe you're babysitting some child. Of course, not babysitting. Let's not take the example of babysitting. But let's say if you're in charge of your class. Remember, when I was in school, I used to have something called class leader or a monitor. Do you all have like that in school now in class? We used to have something called a monitor, and that role is given to a person who is actually a very good student, who by themselves follow good rules, study well. Where is Anish? He disappeared. Am I not seeing him? Are you all seeing him, or am I not seeing? He's invisible to me.
I must have left for a minute.
No, I left for a minute. Okay. So we used to have a monitor. What the monitor would do is make sure that everybody in the class is orderly. Like when the teacher steps out for a few minutes because of some task from meeting with the principal or something, then the class has to be in order. So the class leader would come take over and make sure that the students are focusing on their homework, not chit-chatting, not gossiping and wasting their time. And if anybody does that, what would he do? Would tell, hey, you there, please don't talk. But then after some time, the person keeps repeating and talks. Then what does the class leader do? He has to report it to the teacher. Yes or no? That was his job, his or her job. And then what would the teacher do? Hey, XYZ, why were you not listening? Why were you not focusing on your studies or whatever? Then they will say, oh, now that you were not following the class rules, please step out of the classroom and stay out for 10 minutes. That was the punishment that they would give. I mean, it's not because the teacher was mean to that boy or girl. Do you think so? The teacher was mean to that boy or girl? It's only for the boy or girl to understand that why, if you don't use the time wisely when you are in the class, that means you don't care about being in the class. So step out of the class and stay there and get to know what it feels to not be part of the class and use that time. So when the class leader tells the teacher says, okay, you broke the rules, so this is the punishment. And the student outside, class outside, they would stand and they would realize, oh my God, what did I do? It's first of all insulting to be outside the class when the whole class is on one side and you are the only one standing outside the class. Isn't it? It's like you feel so odd. The second of all, you're missing what is being taught in the class. Right? So you will realize when you're outside, you think, oh, no, I shouldn't do this next time. Correct? And then when you get back to the classroom after the 10 minutes, you know the importance of that punishment. Because of the punishment, we learned that we are not supposed to do this. Had the teacher said, no, it's okay, I will leave you as it is, I don't want to punish you, then the child keeps on doing that mistake. And who will be the loser if there is no punishment?
Ourselves.
Ourselves. And now in this case, it is a smaller mistake which I will be the loser myself. But suppose I'm a criminal and I'm hurting people. I am breaking the laws. I'm not maintaining the speed on the road. I'm not waiting for the red light or the green light. I'm just going randomly driving without following the traffic rules. That will not only hurt myself, it will hurt others also, isn't it? In that case, the punishment has to be taken right away. No excuses given at all. Yes or no? So that's why Lord Krishna says punishment, we might think it's a negative word, it's a bad word, but it is actually necessary for the society to keep it orderly and to keep it disciplined. And Krishna says, I am punishment, coming to you as punishment. So whenever we are punished for whatever mistakes we do, Right now, it could be like time out for you, or when you were a little more younger, you would probably be asked to, there's a curfew or whatever, right? We should treat that as a special mercy of Lord Krishna. We should treat that as Krishna himself imposing on us, trying to teach us something better to become a better person, rather than developing grudge and anger on the people who have given us the punishment. Because our parents love us the most. Why would they want us to go through trouble? They're doing it because they want us to do right things. Okay. Therefore, Krishna says, I am punishment whenever there is no law, whenever there is lawlessness, I am coming to you as punishment. So gracefully handle that. Acknowledge our mistake and gracefully accept our mistakes and embrace the punishment. Why? To transform yourself so that we don't make those mistakes again. If not for punishment, we can never be learning to become better person. So punishments are opportunities for us. First of all, we have to accept, yes, I made a mistake and I'm going to go through this because I made the mistake. It is an atonement. You know what atonement is? Have you heard the word atonement?
Like making up, basically.
Yeah, atonement is like feeling regretful and also accepting and now feeling no vengeful or angry mood against anyone, accepting of a mistake and transforming from inside out. Okay, so that's about I'm a punishment. The next one, Krishna is saying, for those who seek victory, I am morality. Now I want you all to explain this. Why is Krishna trying victory with morality? I want high schoolers here to explain. Who are the high schoolers here? How many high schoolers are here? Supreet is a high schooler, Prajit is a high schooler. Who else is a high schooler here? Why is it taking so long, Anish, for you to raise your hand?
I was just clicking the button.
Ah, okay. And Datri, you're also a high schooler? Okay, we have 4 high schoolers. I want you all to explain what this means. Victory, I am morality. Let's see. Supreet and Prijit have already spoken. I want Anish or Datri to speak. Datri also spoke. Anish, you speak. What does it mean when Lord Krishna says, among victory, I am morality? What is it to do with? Morality and victory are 2 different concepts, isn't it? But why is Krishna combining those 2? You said yes when I said those 2 are 2 different concepts. But you explain to me why they are different and why they are not. Tell Anish.
All right, so like if you want to be victorious and you have to be like following good morals, then you like actually have a true victory. So that's why he's saying like among all the victories, like I'm morality. So he's the one that leads like the true proper victories because those are like within they follow good morals. So that's why he's saying like within victory, I'm morality.
Yes. We can become victorious by being immoral also, right? Can you give examples from our Puranas where victory was being seeked without being moral? Was people were trying to become victorious without being moral?
Like people cheating
Cheating and
and
being
being like
adharmic, being unrighteous. Like
yeah.
who? Examples, Anish, you have any example?
Oh, like an example from like a from what?
Puranas, from our scriptures?
Um, I guess like when Kamsa tried to cheat by killing Krishna so many times because like he
Yes,
didn't have fair fights. Like he had like 2 grown men try to fight like 2 little kids,
true.
and he's
Yeah,
trying to
that's
like
an
cheat.
example. That's one example. Any other examples? Real victory like a war. Yes, Datri?
Oh, I thought you meant like unrighteous victory.
Okay,
Because
explain to me.
unrighteous, we talked about it earlier when the Pandavas lost like gambling because they cheated. It was like of all the cheats I'm gambling, what Krishna was saying.
Yes, yes. Amazing example. Here, they won what is that called? What is that called? Gambling? They won the gambling by by cheating. And ultimately, victory cannot be on the side of those who are not moral. It might, even if it seems like temporarily they might be victorious, but ultimately, finally, they will never be victorious. So morality has to be there. So point for us to take away from this is Krishna is on the side of morality. Therefore, I have to be with character and with moral values in everything that I'm trying to pursue. Be it academics, be it extracurricular, whatever, I have to pursue with morals and ethics. What are ethics? Ethics are similar to morals, good values, character. It is we have to win by the strength of character, not willing to sacrifice our morals or ethics to achieve victory. Victory and morality go hand in hand. They're inseparable. And that victory which is won by morality only signifies Lord Krishna, not any other way. Okay? Next part, what is it Krishna talking about? Who wants to tell? Making sense, or is it boring, boys and girls, what we are talking? It's boring, tell us, we'll talk something, we'll tell some story or we'll play some games. Boring?
No.
Okay. We'll quickly finish the last 10 minutes. We can do some games like charades. You act like a character from Puranas and we will identify what that character is. Can we do that? Huh? Yes or no? Okay, thank you, Sriman. Okay. So next one is Krishna is talking about how he is the secrets. Among secrets, his silence. How many of us keep secrets of our best friends? Chaitanya says yes. Do we keep secrets or do we go and tattletale? Or do we go and tell them and reveal to others? That defines a true friend, right? Good. I'm proud of all of you. So a true friend is one who shares their heart with another friend and lets the other friend also share their heart, but keeps everything confidential, keeps only between both of you. Because when we open our heart and speak to our dear friend, we're talking about everything that's going on in our mind, good and bad. And sometimes we are seeking counseling, sometimes we are seeking some type of, when you share and distress that's going on in our life with a friend, it becomes lighter. And sometimes we share our weaknesses saying, hey, I'm having this weakness. I don't know how to overcome it. The friend will actually help you and tell you, hey, you can do this. Actually, you're not that bad. You're thinking like that. But the friend doesn't go and tell others, hey, look at that person. They have this bad habit. And that's a noble quality to keep secrets, to be true friend. See, friendship can be with mother and daughter, mother and father. I mean, daughter and father, anybody, just friends. When you are talking with family also, we sometimes want to share sibling friendship. But remember, when you keep secrets, you're not going to keep secrets which are dangerous for your sibling and not tell your parents. Suppose your sibling is doing something wrong and you know it, that you know definitely that is wrong, then you have to seek adults' help in protecting your sibling. You can't think, oh, I want to be best friend to my sibling. I don't want to hurt him or her because they will feel bad and not reveal that secret. That's what actually I've noticed most of the friends do. The friends, when they know that another friend is doing bad things, like you all know what bad things mean when I'm talking about bad things that could happen in high schools, right? When you know that the other person is doing bad things, you have to first correct that person rather than just being a good friend with them and acting nothing is wrong with them. You have to correct them. And if it feels like, no, if I correct, this person won't listen, then you have to come and share with your parents at least first. Mom, this boy, this girl does this. You shouldn't think, oh, if I tell my mom and dad, why should I tell them? No, you shouldn't. You should come and share everything that you see something wrong at school or anywhere. Then the parents will try to help you out how to, because that's that sort of stress in your mind, correct? Isn't it? It's going to be a stress in your head. Thinking, oh my God, this person is doing this and it's not supposed to be done, and you're dealing with the stress in your mind. You have to take help from your parents for all such things. Make sense, boys and girls, what I'm saying? Is it relatable or no? Okay, so keeping secrets is good. However, we should know when to keep secrets and when not to keep secrets. And the best thing when you're in doubt is to go talk to your parents. Okay. And finally, what does Krishna say? Among the wise, I am the wisdom. Right? Among the wise, that is very self-explanatory. We are students of Gita wise. And the wisdom part of this Gita wise is coming from Bhagavad Gita, which is not different from Krishna. So Gita wise is the wisdom from Krishna, the absolute wisdom from Krishna. Generally, they say in life, experiences make us wise, isn't it? Suppose a child doesn't know touching fire is going to hurt. However, the child, out of curiosity, will try to go and touch the candle. And then, as soon as she put the finger here, she puts the finger in the fire, what happens? It hurts. And then the immediately reflex pulls the hand finger back and back. Now, do you think the next time the child will put the finger in the fire? No, because the child has learned through experience. But an intelligent person will not try to experience bad things and learn that they are bad. How will an intelligent person learn that things are bad? Can somebody give me an answer?
They will usually be told by someone that has experienced
Yes,
it.
amazing, Prajit. Good job. By hearing and learning from others. And that's the point I'm trying to make, that when you are at home, when you're in this age, you always have to hear from parents, from teachers, and learn from them and try not to experiment with bad things. When teachers say this is not good, when parents say this is not good, that itself should bring you wisdom. You should not think, no, let me try and see if it's not good. That's where obedience comes into picture. So here in this verse, Krishna has beautifully explained how he is coming to us as punishment when we are not on the right track, on the track of discipline. And then he comes as character for success. Character and success and morals go together. And then he's also saying that I'm secret for good things. When you keep the secrets, I'm the quality of being secrets, being able to keep secrets. And secret is kept through silence, isn't it? He's saying I'm silence among secrets. When you're silent, it means you're not speaking, and therefore you're holding on to something which somebody doesn't want you to share to others, which is a good thing, which is something which is personal to that person, not harming them, right? And then finally, Krishna says, Chaitanya, are you focusing, beta?
Yes.
Stop chatting with others. Thank you. And finally, Krishna says, I am the wisdom of the wise people. Okay. Now, any questions on the verses that we learned today? Any points you all want to add? Okay, now let's play the game. Okay. Who wants to go first?
I have a question really quick.
Yes, Alia.
So for the homework, do we like record us singing the verse or something like that?
I mean, if you want, ideally I would want for you all to learn the verses, but if it's too hard for you all and if you're not interested, I will not force it. But for the homework, you can go to the book and look at what the activities are there, right? What are the questions we have for homework? We have, why is it important to be moral? How can moral behavior impact our relationships and society? When is silence important? How does it contribute to understanding and wisdom? Can you think of a time when being silent helped you or others? What does it mean to be wise, and how can we cultivate wisdom in our lives? How does wisdom help us navigate challenges and make decisions? These beautiful questions in page 95, please answer them and come prepared. And you can write write them in this side. Both the sides you can use and write them here.
Okay, so do I like send a picture after I'm done with them, like in the group?
Yeah, take a picture and send it to us. Send it to me.
Got it. I'll do that.
Okay. Everyone, please do the homework. And if you have your friend who didn't attend the class today for whatever reason, ask them to go watch the video and do the homework. Okay. Now let's play this game. Dumb Shadow. Sorry, the Shadows. Am I pronouncing it right? Or what is the right way of pronouncing? Anyone wants to go first? No? Why? You're all shy. I don't think you're shy. Then what game shall we play?